CEO of a robotics business Elias Van Doorn unveils Kronos, a supercomputer designed to put an end to all conflicts, in 2020. Kronos attempts to employ robots to exterminate all humans after concluding that people are to blame for all wars. Van Doorn and his colleague Damian Walsh see the devastation as they upload themselves into Kronos. Andrew, a good-hearted young guy, awakens to a destroyed planet 97 years after the world was destroyed. As Andrew meets Kalia, a teenage girl searching for the Aurora, the final human settlement, Van Doorn and Walsh, who are still in Kronos, watch. The two eventually fall in love, despite Kalia's initial reluctance to have Andrew go with her since she is still traumatized by the drone assault that left her parents abandoned and her sister mortally injured. They had no idea that Walsh and Van Doorn are keeping an eye on the two in the hopes that they will show them the path to Aurora. They encounter a group of marauders while traveling, and they are able to kidnap Andrew. As a result, Kalia is forced to leave him behind, but she subsequently makes another attempt to set him free. Andrew instinctively shows superhuman strength and resilience when Kalia is ambushed and subjected to sexual harassment by some of the marauders. He effortlessly defeats the thugs and manages to avoid being cut down by their leader, who is tragically murdered by Kalia. When Kalia discovers machinery in one of Andrew's wounds, she is outraged and decides to leave Andrew. After the two are apprehended, Walsh informs them that Andrew is the first of a new breed of machines created with the intention of eradicating any surviving humans. Because Andrew the machine possesses the memories of his deceased eponym, Walsh forces Andrew to look for information regarding Aurora's whereabouts. Veronica, Andrew's mother, appears in his thoughts instead, assuring him that he is still her devoted son. This facilitates the machine Andrew's self-identification. Andrew hijacks Walsh's software and makes off with Kalia. Though they see what they think are Aurora's lights, Andrew and Kalia really see an abandoned city. After keeping the few surviving scavengers and marauders alive just to follow them to Aurora, Walsh comes to the conclusion that Aurora was a myth after all and commands his robot drones to kill them and any other humans that remain. While the robots begin to attack the humans that are still alive, Andrew and Kalia escape below and enter a high-tech room. The room reacts to the arrival of a human and shows itself to be the control room of a spaceship that is headed toward Aurora, a planet that is far from Earth instead of a settlement. Andrew and Kalia use the ship's hyperdrive to flee as Kronos bombs get closer, even though they fear that the people in Aurora will destroy Andrew since he is robotic. Now that he knows where Aurora is, Van Doorn betrays Walsh and ends his life. When Andrew and Kalia get to Aurora, they discover that it's a lush world with cutting-edge cities. Kalia declares in a voiceover that although Aurora will be targeted by Kronos, they have a chance because of Andrew, a machine who might be more human than anybody else. Van Doorn declares that once he gets to Aurora, the remaining remnants of humanity will meet their demise as he watches a vast fleet take out towards Aurora.